Hello, all you wonderful Crash fans, and welcome to our sponsored video of CTR Nitro-Fueled. Brought to you in part by Nuclear Pizza and I forget what the burger joint was called.
Toxic Burger, I think.
Toxic Burger and Nuclear Pizza. There we go. Son of a bitch!
Brought to you and paid by the Gasmoxia Foundation.
Well, Gasmoxia and Velo Foundation. So he's like, I don't need a trophy.
I'm so salty about that.
There we go.
So yeah, we I guess this is bringing to the final Grand Prix, which is probably today. The final Grand Prix of CTR, as in this will be the final big major update. They may still add some other characters.
Well, no, they already confirmed that, even though this is the last Grand Prix, they're still going to be giving us content like new characters, new skins, and whatnot. It just won't be with the same, for hate it or not, flair that the Grand Prix had.
But yeah, it's like the Splatfests.
Which I'll be real, I do think that was for the best, considering while I do appreciate the whole Grand Prix thing giving us all this this new content in droves, it also led to one of the game's more apparent problems in the fact that, grinding was a bitch.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And what's kind of funny is that the way that they're choosing to rectify it is that after this, we're still going to be able to have, what am I trying to say? We could still be able to, grind coins and whatnot. Basically, the system that they're having it's kind of similar to Nitro in that...
Emperor Veil of the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the very same man himself. Which, although that said, I don't get why they mispronounced his name during the.
Yeah, that is weird. Anyway, like I was saying, an interesting thing that they're gonna do is that they're gonna have something that's kind of similar to the Nitro bar after this, where it's after this they'll give you these lists of achievements that'll cycle out in the same fashion that the Nitro bar does. Only instead of earning Nitro, you just earn coins.
Which again, I do think that's for the best.
Oh, hang on. It'd be awkward.
There's only room for one Velo in this race. So I just realized what Royce is using. It's God damn it! Now I wish I had that.
What?
But on that,
don't have Space Chicken.
No, I don't have Space Chicken, and I don't have that vehicle, which looks pretty cool. But with that said, folks, with this new Grand Prix also came our I assume will be our last course in the game, and it's also probably the most infamous one now, Drive-Through Danger.
Yeah, they did confirm this was the last course they're making, and I'll say they definitely chose a course to go out on.
No kidding.
This is the Rainbow Road of Mario Kart.
Yeah, basically, did you like Pinstripe Stage from the original game? Here's an even more difficult version of it.
Oh god, yeah. I'd say freaking Hot Air Skyway or whatever that's called was at least somewhat manageable. This is definitely the most technical that CTR has and probably will ever be.
Yeah.
To be this great takes ages.
Yeah. So get the drifty trigger fingers ready and let's get rolling.
You're drifting, you're braking, you're
jumping.
So crazy. And also,
So I guess now that I think about it, I think I think with this course we've also found a potential new Splatfest theme: Nuclear Pizza or Toxic Burger.
I'm so sorry. What was that? What were you trying to say there, Royce?
I think he was just talking to himself.
No. Oh, it's what we have right in front of us.
Okay.
Yes.
So the main gimmick of this course, aside from all the twists and turns that make even drift happy people blush, there's two sides of this gate that you can cross. One involving Toxic Burger, and the other involving Nuclear Pizza. Whichever one you turn on will also turn on all the speed speed up markers that associate with said brand.
Oh, okay. So it depends. So that determines if it'll be the first half of the course or the second half of the course.
No, it determines the whole course.
The entire course, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's all the speed markers that involve that brand will be activated for that lap.
Yeah.
Also, this level may seem pretty linear, but there are a lot of really sharp shortcuts that can be taken.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I have not discovered them yet.
Oh, trust me, they're very, very obtuse in this level.
I mean, I'm noticing that it almost for the first time ever, this almost seems like a safe track to just actually slam on the brakes and come to a full stop.
Oh yeah.
That's what the heck's going on. And that and doing hard jumps to quickly turn around tight corners.
This level has already become rather infamous among the community, and well, the less I say about the CTR challenge, the better.
Oh, that's also another thing that they introduced now, is that, like, kind of in a similar vein to, like, the Oxide times and the Entropy times, they now introduced Velo times, and they are considerably more difficult.
And the fact that I haven't even finished all the Oxide challenges yet. I don't even dare try to attempt what Velo can muster.
And I would assume, I would assume Velo the 27th, not true Velo.
Yeah. Which is actually funny because I know with with C and K, I remember that the model they used was the real Velo because, like, well, the Emperor Velo bit was only really a racer for, like, the boss race.
Yeah.
Right.
Or what that was worth.
Of course.
I think real Velo was unlockable in the GBA version.
Actually, no. For the GBA version, they actually did use the Emperor Velo. Like that.
Okay.
That's a weird thing with that version. I actually tested out. Apparently, like that whole thing about Velo's whole giant body actually being a robo suit, that was never a thing in the GBA version, like at all.
You just in the GBA, you did fight that they consider that to be the true Velo.
The real Velo, yeah. It's, I mean, the GBA version is such a weird anomaly, but I do appreciate some of the perks they have, like being able to play as the bosses, and of course adding in Spyro.
All right. So, what was I saying? Nuts.
Oh yeah, I am definitely not used to this stage, so give it.
It is idiotic. I mean, Giant is obviously going to win because, you know, time, but it's still the hardest track in the game so far.
I mean, look at it. I mean, honestly, you say that, you at least you actually were not that far behind for me, so it's not like it was a complete curb stomp.
I am curious.
I don't know the shortcuts to this stage, so I'm like 14 seconds.
Well, I will say, like, one of them, the only one that I think would probably be the easiest for you is, you know that giant tower that has the gap in it? Ooh, 500, man. Like, the giant tower that has the gap in it, that's probably the easiest shortcut. There's one that you have to take, and I hate it because, for one thing, the CTR token with this track, I think, is probably the worst out of all of them, because you pretty much do need to utilize 2 of the shortcuts, and they're the 2 most obtuse of the shortcuts.
Ouch.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it feels even worse than when the freaking the holiday theme GP happened, and with that course, like, apparently one of the letters was locked to a pretty obtuse shortcut.
Oh yeah, it's the one where you have to do, like, a very precise jump over that barricaded wall in order to get it.
Oh yeah.
I am the chicken.
Also, since Logan can't hear the audio at the moment, the Emperor Velo here, well, sad to say, is not voiced by the great and awesome Steve Bloom. They actually got the actor for the real Velo for this game to reprise his role as the fake Velo.
Which, you know, makes sense considering they're the same character.
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny that.
So,
Well, Steve,
what were some of the challenges like for this Grand Prix?
Some of them aren't really that much worse than usual. Honestly, I haven't really been paying too much attention to all the major challenges that they are, because once I unlocked Velo, I pretty much stopped caring. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah, honestly, Velo was pretty much my point of I no longer care. Although that being said, I do appreciate the skin that they have for Brio, if only because Brio actually has a skin now. It's that weird octopus thing.
Oh, I have it. You want me to show
really?
it? Give me a
Yeah,
minute.
if you want to show it off, sure.
Yeah, show it off. And please pick a different stage.
Yes, sir.
Should I pick a different?
I mean, you know what? Considering the fact this is essentially going to be our very last CTR Grand Prix video, why don't we just play all the bonus tracks in reverse order?
All right.
Let me just pick it.
And now
Wait,
it's going to
I'm
be
not
my
touching
turn to talk
Oh, yeah, sorry.
about all that I've seen.
Too late.
Okay, there it goes.
What the heck is that?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's Brio's
yeah.
costume. He turns into like a kraken squid thing.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. It looks like something I saw in a freaking edutainment game once.
Yep. There was a squid. a kraken inside of him.
Why am I suddenly reminded of the goddamn Jellyfish brothers or the Jellyfish characters from that one Sonic Boom game?
I'll have to take your word on that. For a minute,
from Rise of Lyric. Like, there were like two...
yeah, and they kept talking about dang ice cream or whatever.
Yeah, they were a thing.
Okay, for a minute, when you were when you were saying Jellyfish Brothers, I was half expecting you to talk about the ones from Shark Tale.
Oh,
no,
I was suspecting Jellyfish Sisters from Mario and Luigi.
Those are also cool.
Saga.
Yeah,
I
they were cool. But no, I thought those
Burn.
people were definitely characters and nothing else. I'm actually, I gotta say, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how you guys would fare. Do they allow you to, in private matches, bring AI into the matches?
Oh,
they
yeah,
do.
you can.
I'm curious how that would go if you guys were to do that.
I mean, we've done it. I think we've done it before, like just having like 6 other players CPI controlled opponents just racing along with us.
That's true. I do think we did. Yeah, I do think we have done that before.
I mean, considering this might be a slightly longer than normal video anyway, I might do that for like one of the later races.
Just to mix things up a bit more.
So I guess actually one thing I will say regarding this Grand Prix, one thing I find kind of weird is that despite the fact that Oxide was somewhat prevalent throughout both the intro for the GP as well as the title screen, I'm surprised they don't give him any new costumes.
He has
or GP for that matter.
Exactly. He doesn't add any additional points, which is weird.
Why?
Yeah.
But it's his planet, it's his cup, he's the poster child for that cup.
I'm guessing that explains the intro scene, like he doesn't want to have any part in it.
I guess. I mean, granted, he did seem rather eager to introduce us to his...
Well, he gets a paycheck, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they did bring back Corey Burton to do one last bit with the Oxide for that thing. Even if there was like 1 or 2 cases where they so obviously reused animation from the actual show.
Which I get why, because you can only do so much, but still.
Right. Oh, geez. So, having watched all this happen and stuff...
right, Gamer's a sword cut. This isn't Ring Rally.
So, having seen all this...
Oh boy.
I can say that the game has, like... They did put a lot into it, and they're still going to be putting stuff into it, and I do appreciate, like, all of the work that...
Which is a very big rarity in terms of something owned by Activision.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Like they could have. This could have all turned out so wrong, kind of like how it is for me at the moment. But at the same time, it's like just
Blizzard.
The only real sour spot about this game I can think of is just how much grinding is required just to unlock all those sweet Grand Prix extras.
Unless you do in-app purchases.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Which I mean, grinded a lot of people's gears.
Grinding.
Grinded a lot of people's gearies.
Yay! Careful.
And another thing, poor Geary still is not graced without an alternate costume.
Yeah. But wait a minute. Okay.
What about Pinstripe? He doesn't have he didn't get a new alternate costume either.
Well, he has one, but that was like something he got at launch. He never got a new one in any of the Grand Prix, which again kind of shocked me.
Oh my God!
Yes! Look at that!
It's the grand finale, and he did it.
And meanwhile, the game is pissed, but I don't care.
No, the game's not pissed.
No. If anything, the game is more pissed off at me.
Well, what do you know? It truly is the apocalypse.
It's not the apocalypse.
Steven actually won. Quick, reserve all of Gasmaxia's toilet paper.
No.
God damn it.
I feel like a plan like Gasmaxia wouldn't even have that as a concept. But
all right, I need to properly change stuff.
Honestly, I don't even want to know how the heck they worry about stuff like that. But
if anything, I wish I could have bought the damn Doom buggy.
Yeah. But you know what? That is another thing that I do appreciate. Once this Grand Prix is over, all of the stuff, and I do mean all of the stuff that was in all the Grand Prix, are now going to be available in the shop. No excuses.
Oh, that's good.
Which is good. Like, honestly.
So if there's anything you missed from a Grand Prix, you now have your chance to get it.
Assuming it's highlighted at the time.
Yeah. Oh, they also did introduce. They are planning on introducing another feature. It's kind of like it's basically a shuffle button where if there's not a lineup on the store that you like, you can just hit the button to pretty much shuffle what they're having instead. You can only do it twice a day though.
Look at that.
Whoa!
Oh yeah. Look at him. He's lit.
No.
No
Had to
kidding.
get something
Yeah,
away.
look at that. I'm happy for that.
Yeah. Also, I kind of wanted to switch out and be one of the trophy girls. They got new skins too.
Yeah, which a lot of people certainly are being nippity about.
What's wrong with them?
Well, the thing is that like a lot of people there's this kind of ongoing thing where people tend to get annoyed when the Nitro girls end up getting skins above more neglected characters, like we mentioned Geary before, and Pinstripe, and I guess some of the other one-offers like
Honestly,
Moto
the fact that
Mo.
they at least got it. No, I wouldn't be too annoyed by that.
I'm personally fine with it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people that feel that way.
They're the main reps for the Grand Prix in general.
Well, for the first one at least.
Yeah, but they kind of been the flag bearers.
Or at least they used to be the flag bearers.
Yeah.
The start, the middle, and the finish. That's
I mean, I
what they
do.
are.
Like, say what you will about how big a treatment they get compared to other characters. I do appreciate Beanox actually making them actually have character as opposed to just being like just the flagpoles at the end of every level in the original game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's something that this whole Crash remake thing has sort of been amplifying more often than not. Just how much character they can actually put, or how much life they can push into these characters.
Trying to see what Atomic Green Wheels do, because all the new cards have been hovercrafts.
Yeah. Well, I'm only sticking with the hovercrafts just for the sake of Nitro points.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow! Check it out. I got lights behind me.
Yep.
Oh, well, I guess you can't really see it.
Yeah, sorry folks, you're only going to be seeing my ugly behind from here on out.
Oh, come on, look at that.
How about that?
You look at that moose and tell me that's ugly.
Ugly?
I'm sorry. If not,
Actually, if I was playing as Nasty North right now, that would have been perfect.
Whoa, what happened there?
And then
Someone put a freaking a cart in my way, and I couldn't.
Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. The last video taught me that not to bother with that shortcut with the hill. Like, and the sad thing is, between the two, it's probably the easier of the two shortcuts you can make in this level.
Yeah, no, I don't know why with the whole freaking moose thing. I'm thinking of freaking Rob.
Oh, I like that. You know I do.
Who voices the moose guy?
The moose.
The moose, dude, here. In TTR.
Oh, the moose. Robbie Damon.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so the same guy that voiced the Pinstripe.
And Hunter actually.
I am curious what they will do with the series next. Like, do you think they will, as we have been asking for, do you think they will make a
Brand new game.
Yeah, like a new racing game with this engine, or push forward and we'll just have this, and this will be our main this will be our major form of like nostalgia and/or getting racing from the Crash Bandicoot series, and that's it? Or do you think, or would you want them to branch out and do more with it?
I just want them to branch out and do more with the IP, because like all the remake stuff is perfectly fine and all, but it's like there's also the matter of fact that it's probably high time Crash got his own new adventure again.
Yeah, I think we're overdue for a new game.
And reports are currently suggesting that the next Crash Rayleigh thing is going to be a brand new adventure, or an ow, motherfucker. You dapper piece of shit, get back here.
You stole fizzy lifting. I don't know.
you geriatric fiend!
Man, I really have gotten weak.
Woohoo! You sir are a ruffian and a scoundrel, and I demand restitutions.
I demand immediate restitution.
Sir, I told you before we don't sell balloons!
Sir,
Oh, that
this is
rocket.
Baskin Robbins.
Hey, sir.
That it may be, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. I love the idea.
Though I see your point, good sir.
And it be a valid one. I don't know. The idea of Patrick trying to be like super like gentlemanly and like trying to be as considerate as possible.
Wow!
Damn it.
Oh! Over the finish line.
So far.
Look at that. 0.4.
I've been doing some training in his off time, I've noticed.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, what am I trying to say? With the Grand Prix, I actually have been practicing quite a bit, so... But still, you put up a good fight there.
That is
Thank
good.
you.
Again, it's all working. And Royce, I'm actually curious then, what games have you been playing lately?
What games?
Warframe, besides Warframe, because I know you mentioned that earlier.
Oh, what have I been up to? I've been...
Actually, I just remembered something. Royce, what are your thoughts on a Warframe-related thing being put in Smash Brothers?
Oh, it's a bit of a spoiler. Because for one thing, the spirit we got was something that was a pretty much, I don't know, it's a bit of complex character to explain. Because this is the character that was our guide in the beginning.
Right, the Lotus person or whatever.
Yeah. The thing is it's an upgradable spirit, and I
assume what it's upgraded to is pretty much like the big massive spoiler of the game.
One of them. It's not the big mess. It's not
Look at that dapper fool.
I was gonna say dapper
shooting.
You can only hold in the crazies for so long.
I do like the game. This game because this is what I remember him most because of Crash 2.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, like, get rid of the monocle, and it basically is replace the monocle with glasses, I mean, and it basically is that same outfit.
I would also say the only thing that's really missing from this package is just making his mustache orange and giving him that actual hair beneath or actually not even hair, but just, yeah.
Yeah, because the hair was tucked up all under that top hat somehow.
I'm surprised he even had hair.
Oh, and I was saying, I did see Roy's, all the trophy girls getting, like, their Space Commando outfits is cool.
They're all right. Who do I want to?
All right.
You know what? Since I'm probably not going to be picking him once we actually get that particular course.
We're not there yet. Let me switch things up because we're doing the whole carnival thing.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing the. Oh no! Wait, yeah, you're right. We are doing. I thought we were doing Halloween next. Well, whatever.
Well, yeah, the carnival one is next technically.
That's fair. That's completely and utterly fair. What colors do I want to go with? Not slow.
Here's a clashing personality here. Once you get to the menu.
Where is that? Or I'll just wear the colors of my mortal enemy.
Warframe, to be honest, has a number of things that is best left unsaid.
Huh.
Yeah.
You have to experience them for yourself after who knows how much grinding you went through. Basically, give it 100 days. You'll days. That's it.
Actually, wait, shit. What am I doing? If we're gonna be going to the carnival, the koala carnival, I should actually give some representation to said koala.
Yeah, so you gotta play as the namesake.
Yeah, but you gotta let him represent, considering he's pretty much been the butt of every Crash community's. You know what? I don't even know how to finish that sentence. He's just been there.
Yeah, he's just been there, just like Rillaroos has just been there.
Well, at least Koala had some sort of
Yeah, at least Koala was in one of the more respected games.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, true. He did sort of got his whole title usurped by the
Tiny.
Yeah, by Tiny.
Yeah, but it's okay because according to the special ending of that, he went to Hollywood.
Yeah, you know what? Something I'm curious about because I don't know how well known it is, but I know Koala Kong was originally going to be in Twinsanity, and he actually owned a train yard.
Oh, that's right. It was in like some of that delete. I mean, he does appear in the grand, like everybody's back, all the villains are back thing.
It does still shame me how much got cut from that game. Just
yeah. And you know what?
It seemed like it was going to be the ultimate bit of Crash fan service at the time.
Yeah, and it's like I will admit, like my own personal feelings on Twin.
Oh, that's right. By the way, Golden Wumpas are a permanent edition now.
Oh boy,
and I am. I can't.
It is something, yeah. It only appears. I guess it only appears with certain people.
Yeah, because I ow.
Sorry, guys. Go ahead, Royce. What were you saying?
My dust.
Whee!
Royce,
Well, that was recently, man. Everyone's gonna get their time in the spotlight.
I guess so.
This is down.
Ow.
Whoa.
Kong no like that. A Kong do like golden fruit.
So you just have to catch up to the Wumpa?
Yeah, you have to catch up to the Wumpa.
Much like the ghosts.
I will admit something that
they are fucking quick.
Yeah, they're quick, and they don't respawn quite as frequently as the ghosts do.
Which makes sense, considering that they give you a pretty big Wumpa point payout.
Well, that was... You know what? I guess I did have to pay for those 2 victories.
Ah, there it goes.
Wait, did I knock James or did I knock Ux?
I think he technically knocked the both of us. You're still in the lead, though. Good job.
I mean, honestly, honestly, Hype says that about the game giving you retribution for all those victories. I think the game's giving me retribution for all the times I actually had victories.
But no.
Well, we don't know for certain. We have to see if Royce will cross the finish line first.
Wow, they're spawning these gold Wumpos really fast.
Well, it's also because I haven't been able to collect one yet. They're actually very generous about respawning them if you fail to catch them the first time or so.
Oh, okay, that explains.
After that, though, they don't respawn again for like a while.
Take this.
Yeah.
Whoa! Pretty lights hurt me.
Okay. Whoa.
I see. Wow.
Oh.
I will say though, like looking around the sides and stuff, like there's a lot going on in these stages.
No kidding. And I am not. Wow. I guess I really got too used to being the acceleration bitch for so long that I kind of forgot how much of a chore it is to use speed.
Woohoo!
We could have shifted it in.
Oh, second place, but I'm happy.
Koala had terrible run.
Koala could have done better. Could have financed insurance more.
Koala flinched when he should have scurried.
And yeah, there you go. Collecting the golden Wumpa gives me a 200 coin payout.
Whoa, nice.
Along with the additional 370 I already got.
And then that nitro gauge you're filling, is that for the Grand Prix or is that just a default thing?
The nitro gauge is still for the Grand Prix.
Oh, okay, when does the Grand Prix end again?
I think maybe next week.
It's been out for a little while now, so I assume it won't be too much longer before it does close down.
Yeah.
After which case, I have to wonder what exactly they do have next in store. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that apparently the next character they're going to add on is Willy Wumpa Cheeks.
I mean, they should have added him.
Like for me, like the characters I hear the most frequently, because apparently it was leaked to some kind of data mine, is that Willy Wumpa Cheeks, Ripto, which, that is fair, there were rumors of more Spyro characters, and I'm sure James and Logan will appreciate this, the assistants.
Oh yeah, the object motherfuckers.
About time.
Alright,
They're a classic trope in Crash Bandicoot. Why can't they? Yeah, they need to be there.
The most inappropriate in-joke in video game history.
I'm just thinking, imagine how easy it would be to make alternate skins for them, too. Literally, just all those models, just right for the picking.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, anyway. Otherwise, has the online been any better for you guys? Like, when you're doing, online, matches?
Well, it's been working pretty well for me so far. I mean, granted, a lot of that might have to do with the fact that we now have Spectrum, but still.
True.
Okay, for a moment the game froze on me just because I was a little too quick on the draw there. I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay, there it is. I was looking for the Nautilus.
Trying to be the witch.
Yeah, I see you
there. Pretty sick.
Wonder if the fish. Wonder whenever I'll get rid of that fish.
Look at that plaid.
Oh, so chic.
So ugly. Oh, whatever. I'll start with it anyway. Oh, whoa! That's what I meant to do. Fuck!
You can hit back, can't you?
I can't. Oh no! Wait. I can't. I'm stuck. We're gonna have to cut. Actually, I just realized. I'll follow up on our promise and start adding in some AIs now.
Let's see what happens. It's real pandemonium.
It's gonna be a real haunting experience.
I mean.
I'm sorry about that. I just thought of a funny joke.
I would say worst case scenario, 3 times in a row is a good run.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that I won any times in a row.
Let's charge forward and hope to gosh that this doesn't
I just
screw
switched
up.
back away from turn and into a different configuration. That was kind of my...
You know what, Logan? The worst case scenario, the race will just kind of it'd be kind of like what happened when the Runaway guys played the PlayStation 1 version of Wheel of Fortune, where the game couldn't handle Emil winning, so it literally just crashed and banged the disc. That's no joke. Like Emil was actually in the lead, and then the disc itself just ended up not working, and they kept trying it again, and it just wouldn't work. So the game just couldn't handle Emil winning Wheel of Fortune.
Well, shit.
Oh, well then.
He spun the wheel too hard.
Well, it's especially funny where if you watch a lot. Emil tends to have really infamous bad luck with it, and the fact that this happened on one that he actually was winning just felt like a karmic kick in the nads.
Time for the gate.
Well, shit.
The ghost has opened the gate. We don't need a keyblade.
Thank you, Ghost.
Wrong game.
Charging forward.
Charge!
And to your right, you will see a pile of bones getting massacred by a scarecrow, who... That poor skeleton should have brought the magic sword with him.
Ah.
I just realized something.
What's up?
What's up?
You put NPCs in this race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said that we could follow up on our promise and start adding in computer-controlled opponents now. So
Oh,
yeah,
my-
enjoy the carnage.
Well, looks like I'm not taking that shortcut. It's like, the game is really like, he's not gonna win a 4th time!
Charge it, but now you have like that, and you have like all the. Sorry, now I'm just imagining like every other AI all just
Ow.
Taking up on me is like,
converging
you
on
must
Hyphen.
not win!
No.
No, I just love the idea. Like,
Don't leave me.
no, I just love the idea of. I
Damn
just
it,
love the idea.
James. Now I can't.
No, I just love the idea of like even like
What have you done? Now I can't catch that Wumpa.
what was I say? I love the idea.
I was going to marry that Wumpa.
But I was gonna say I
It
love
was
the
the
idea.
only woman that ever understood me.
I was gonna say I love the idea of like even if the
Oh,
AI
that was a mistake on my end.
Well, I love the idea that even if the AI was in front of you, hype, they would
we
like
got
turn
some-
around and
we got
try to
some
ram
terrible
you
lag.
as they like. I just have the impression
Oh boy. Nice.
of hype
Shortcut.
in his heart, sitting like completely still, and from every direction, every card just ramming into him at full speed.
Okay, got me the golden Wumpa.
Sweet.
Congrats!
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, at this point, James is gonna have to screw up really badly if he...
this is the. I mean, unless
Unless he wants to be a jerk and actually purposely lose.
No, I was gonna say, shouldn't one of you guys had a time anomaly by now?
I had one earlier. It's just that everyone was so huddled up together, it was just kind of like a chorus line of...
Oh, I hate red.
You still have it? Because I didn't feel anything.
No, I already used it.
Oh, well then I guess I was shielded at the time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can shield the blue shell thing?
Oh, I'd hope so.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Jeez, this game's wonderfully
Oh, I
easy
hate-
for Mario Kart.
That's what I don't like about this course, because you touch the green stuff and it ruins your wheels, even if you have a
There we
hovercraft.
go. Da-da-da-da-da.
I mean, there's also the matter of fact that the items in this game, well, some of them are pretty potent, but a lot of them aren't really all that more potent. Like, the stuff in Mario Kart tends to be a lot more potent. That's why you tend to get a lot of all the infamous naysayers about the formula.
Okay. And I can just see the game right now going, thank God!
No, it's not. It's not doing
Oop.
that at all.
I got really wrecked.
Yeah, where are you? Oh!
Holy
Let's say
shit!
Let's just say I was chasing that golden Wumpa more.
That is fair.
That's fair. It's just like target everything, target acquired, all that.
I mean, it's
Not
kind of more
yet!
important.
Crap.
Getting that golden Wumpa was more important than winning.
Yes.
So remind me, what was the next track?
I think the next one was the Spiral one.
Ah,
think
okay
so.
then. Yeah.
Time to be Hunter.
So I guess since this is the three of us, which Spyro character are we going to be?
I guess I'll be Spyro again.
All right, now I'll be the ugly one.
Which
one's
the ugly one?
I shall be Agent 9.
One of these
Agent
days.
9 Agent 9 would really fit well with the cast.
I can see it.
Yeah, honestly, he does
He's
look
about
like
as manic as
Crash.
Crash.
It could also be Komodo Mo.
I also can think. What was I thinking? I also can think of. I don't know why, but I also just thought of Sheila just because I was again thinking of the old cutscene.
Oh wait,
Oh yeah, it's like, after all, I'm just here to... It's like, you know, not for nothing, I appreciate all that Rick and I did, but I still love just the suddenness of how it was in the original game.
Well, I also like that it didn't do the cinematic approach of showing how far he flew. It's just, oh, he's off screen somewhere. He's been void.
Yeah.
I apologize if I've been kind of like on the short. But again, I never really like played this series.
That's fine.
Here have
I
I.
played it- I
I'm
played
just
it
here-
again, I-
I'm just playing this game because you guys invited me along.
I will say, Logan, just
Oh,
for the
wait.
sake of conversation, now that the game's pretty much finished with all of its Grand Prix, and like I said, at this point in time, now you can be able to unlock everything a lot easier. Like, that combined with what all you've seen of us playing through it, has your thoughts on the game changed a whole lot? Like, do you have more of an interest in buying it than you used to?
It looks interesting. It looks really fun. I
You
think
kind of have a melted candle. All right.
I think I was to say, I don't know, not all about that, but
I would say at this point, Logan, maybe like if you're still on the fence about it, I'd probably just wait until there's an eventual PC release.
Yeah.
if not PC.
Well,
release,
I
then
will
that's-
say that might not be a good idea, James, because this game doesn't cross-play. So if he wants to play with us, he'll need to get the Switch version.
Well, that doesn't. Well, true, but to be fair, that wouldn't stop us from playing with him via Parsec.
That is true.
But I'd be curious to see. I'm gonna see if maybe they'll release a PC version so you can have cool mods and stuff, or if perhaps they would have maybe I'll wait till the next generation PlayStation 5 and see if maybe they'll have it as like a PS Plus bonus game or something
Maybe.
like that.
Oh, well, like we mentioned before, the PS4 version does have like a few. They're nothing too extravagant, but they do have like a few exclusivities, like the retro skins for Crash, Coco, and Cortex, and the one track that's basically a retro reskin of, was it Slide Circuit?
It was either the sliding speedway or whatever that was called, or the Turbo Track or the sliding Coliseum.
It was one of those two.
I think it was for the. I want to
Yeah.
say it was for the sliding Coliseum, but I could be wrong. So yeah, did I ever tell you that you look ugly?
I'm not gonna lie, I still really love
oh,
all the
damn it.
detail that they put into this track.
Somehow, James, I feel like you deserve that for the ugly remark.
Yeah, I guess I did.
I love the idea. Like,
They have feelings too, you
Hurts
know.
you.
Ever tell you about the time I thought you were ugly? Yeah, I deserve that.
Did I ever tell you about the time Did I ever tell you about the time I hate your mom?
Did I ever tell you about the time I thought?
Did I ever tell you about the time?
These missiles are useless.
It's about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Actually, it's about 12:30.
Somebody kill me!
Did I ever tell you about the time I encased all of your dragonkind in crystal? Weren't those were great days?
Oh,
Might as well learn
best
it.
of friends. We're the best
Wow.
of friends. So I still,
There's my owning it.
so I'm trying to think of anything. I can't.
Not fucking that up this time.
Yeah, speaking of, I can't.
Oh,
words
right.
are not coming out of my mouth as they should
Sorry.
have coming out a long time
Not-
ago. I am
not this way.
hoping that, again, through any project like this, if every project can be about as much of a winner as this, reignited, insane, as
Oi!
Ha!
Fucker.
I would love this to be a new decade, a new era for Crash and Spyro to come back.
Hey!
But- oh, whoa, that was a
I'm sure it will.
But at the same time, I also would love if they had a, gosh, is that item where like a fake of its mind?
That's one of the after effects of the red potion is that if you get hit by it, if you have an item on standby, the roll it immediately begins again.
Oh, jeez, that's
Yeah. No kidding. Now I know how Hyde feels.
I get. You know what? Right now, you remember that scene from that one episode of Ren and Stimpy where Ren's cousin came over, and it's like when he's observing all the damage that Stimpy and he caused, and there's this one bit where he's, oh. That's the game's
Yeah.
reaction to this one now.
It's not. Oh no, yeah, I remember that.
My collection of rare and terrible diseases. My dinosaur eggs, branded like Easter eggs,
My opera records.
covered in bubblegum.
Some of that stuff kind of seems a little bit out there. I don't know how that's much of a game.
Woohoo!
I never get around to actually watching Ren and Stimpy like for real. I only watch it like a couple episodes.
I will say, just because I have been kind of like watching bits of it here and there, is like,
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of really strong moments. It also does have a couple of dull moments as well, but I will say it's better than the alternative that they made a couple of years later.
I'm so sorry.
Got a new ride.
I was looking at James's like. I was looking at.
Oh, I got a
James'
pirate patch.
I got the
I'm
Void
so-
Manta.
Nice. Yeah, no, sorry. I was looking at James's like screen there, and when Nasty Nor gone to third, he just had the look. He just had that look in his face of, "Don't let them see you cry, Nasty.
Never let them see you sweat."
It's just.
Norks never cry. Norks never cry. Norks never.
It's like, remember, the only person that has to love you is yourself.
I'm pretty sure he is that one of his motivational posters in his man.
It's not. It's not.
Oh dang! I was saying because that absolutely sounds like something he would put there. Like, who needs love?
The only best friend I need is my club.
You know, when you really start thinking about it, this is actually the most appropriate outcome.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah,
You know, once you look past the fact that Hunter basically, you know, once you look past the fact that Hunter basically, he murdered someone.
And,
be okay.
yeah, but that's not going to stop him from doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He thinks he can do better every time. The poor
These
sap.
animations are pretty
All
fun.
right, which one do we have next?
The next one is the prehistoric one.
Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I'm going to be right back while you guys do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
Should I
I'm
do
just gonna
baby
go time travel on this baby. So
You know what? I need to give my good old boy Fake Crash some love again.
Oh yeah, be that costume.
The dashing Fake Crash. Although we also got a Monster Fake Crash and Rustic Fake Crash as of late.
Yeah, those are fun.
Honestly, to give out Rustic Fake Crash would make perfect sense for this Grand Prix, considering, you know, fast food chains in space.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I think.
Actually, wait. What am I thinking? Fake Crash represent.
All right, let me.
real
Let's
crap.
stick with that color scheme. And meanwhile, this is the repercussions of when Dr. Cortex and his crew tried to fit into a time machine, but turns out it only had a one vacancy. You'll see what I mean once you get that thing.
Actually, wait. What am I doing? These aren't the right kind of colors. I should be wearing something a little more pastel, like say.
Yeah, I think that one. Yeah, that one.
There we go. It perfectly matches my. It perfectly matches my shoes.
And this one here matches my shoes.
And I've come from the future.
I come from the future to say, don't team up with Radical.
Whatever you do, don't team up with them. It'll screw your brain harder than the Cortex Vortex ever did.
The tattoos will take years to wash off.
Actually, wait a minute. What am I doing?
And I'm racing, and I have Pitfall on my cart.
Ooh, classy. Where's that other one?
This
Oh, here we go. The Mammoth. That's more appropriate.
Yeah, I'd say so.
God, look at this thing. It looks like something that would be broken into pieces and to make Fruity Pebbles.
It kind of looks like something I would see from Playtel or what's the name of the company that makes like those really fruit-colored looking toys for like kids 3 and up?
Playmobil? No.
Playmobil, that's it.
Okay. Also, the way you make it sound like it almost sounds like I was almost thinking like freaking Play-Doh, but
Possibly.
remember, fun to play with, but not to eat.
This is not the Rugrats special.
It's like fun to play with, not to eat. Not that that ever stopped Fake Crash.
What? God, I forgot how it felt to actually beat Jerry Lewis Fake Crash again. Well,
Yeah.
in voice anyway. I'm not playing as a skin because gotta represent the pink. But yeah, I will say real quick, folks, that after this, I'm not gonna say we won't ever do CTR videos ever again, but we're probably gonna like pull a very
Be a little
big,
bit more lax about them.
Yeah, very much more lax. Like I'd say maybe expect them once every few months or something. Kind of like how it is now, actually.
Yeah, basically, I would say expect them to be about as frequent as our casual Smash Bros. Stuff.
Oh
We haven't
yeah,
been
pretty
doing
much.
those lately either.
Well, to be
That is
fair,
fair.
it's almost like Sakura and his team has pretty much been releasing new content for the game, like fairly consistently for the past while.
In a time capsule.
Pretty much. Speaking of time capsules, remember that time that I filled with Entropy's little wobbly fork thingy so I could turn all the cavemen of this time period to me?
What
Aren't those fun times?
It was a something else time, I'll say that much. Whoa, how did that not hurt me? Okay, that hit me, but still. You know what?
Ow, that hurts.
Why? Welcome back.
Woohoo!
I got hit by
Great
everything.
jungle. I forget what Grand Prix this was. It was just a jungle.
This is the
this is
Back
the-
in Time Grand Prix.
Oh, right. We're tasting.
Which, ironically, was much more historically accurate about dinosaurs than
Whoa.
our actual dinosaur sciences
Oh.
for the past 10 years have been.
And I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, they were more historically accurate, even down to the part where some bones could be clipped into if you were fast enough. But
Seriously.
prehistoric man was never fast enough to learn how to clip into walls, and the walls have gotten much smarter, so you must be much faster to clip through them in recent times.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, prehistoric man. Your time is a little out of date.
But yeah, if I had like one last game that I would want to see them remaster, would probably still be Twin Sanity.
Agreed. Again,
I
there is so much to that game that really, really, it sucks that they were scrapped in the first place.
Well, that's the okay. So that is a very important thing that we need to then talk about. Is if they do Twin Sanity. Okay, quickly cutting back to this. When they announced the big like revitalization of Wind Waker, everyone thought, yes, this is going to be their chance to. Geez, that weird.
But accurate.
It is accurate. Love the quick cut. Gosh, that thing's creepy. But accurate.
I mean, again, it's funny to me that that's things more accurate than the dinosaurs at Jurassic Park now.
Yeah.
Depressing, but true.
Anyway, going back to Twin Sanity real quick.
Is that what
There's like a light show on my end. Devil damn.
Whoa. Was that if
Maybe I wasn't far off the mark when I said the game was being really pissed about those times I won.
it's what was I saying?
Anyway.
When Wind Waker's announced, everyone thought, oh cool. It was very famously known that there was like 2 dungeons that were cut from the game. This could have been their chance.
Yeah,
to
that
back
is
in.
something I wish they'd actually done when they made the remake.
Same with Dark Souls Remastered, which again I did record for the channel. We'll get to that later.
Alright.
When Dark Souls Remastered became a thing, you guys will very soon you'll very
Instead, they
quickly
needed the hardest
see
part
in
of the game
Huh?
for Wind Waker.
Oh right. I was say when we get around.
The 8-track 4 charts.
Yeah, but they did improve upon that. It did cost less, and I appreciate that. And yeah.
Woo!
Was in Dark Souls Remastered, there's a part in the game towards the very end called Lost Idolus, which when you guys see it, you'll be able to quickly tell and realize, oh yeah, this is the part of the game where they ran out of budget and or were very pressed for time, and they just kind of rushed that part as quick as they could. And when the remaster came out, they did nothing else with it. So if Twin Sanity was to be made, I wonder if.
I get it, game. You were pissed that I won those rounds. Down.
Fine.
Right.
Fine. And I would say, I would love if they were able to like recreate Twin Sanity and like give it like the original like conceptualize, like create what they imagined way back when. Would be great. Other people would argue no, remaster it to a T so it's as we remembered playing it. I don't.
To which I will say, I don't think they should do that, considering that Crash Twin Sanity, as great of a game as it was a buggy fucking mess.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, no, absolutely fix it. Absolutely don't allow certain things to happen. Don't have it that way. If you touch Coco after she's been frozen, you die upon impact.
Don't make it so that it's very easy to play a good chunk of the Academy of Evil if you go down a wrong doorway.
Real quick, can you repeat that one last time? Because I think Craig may have hiccuped on that bit.
Okay, so there's a part after you beat Dingodile, there are these 2 doors. If you go through one of them, you will end up replaying that whole chunk of the Academy of Evil all over again.
Right, that's how they treat replayability for the levels of just the gem.
Well, not even replayability. I think it was just an outright oversight.
That's also potentially true.
Well, yeah, we got 3 bandicoots.
Yep.
Yeah, all of them.
And speaking of bandicoots, next up
I think it's the last one.
is pretty much the last one, which is also the first one, Twilight Tour. So it's about time we brought out the Bandicoot babes.
Which I believe this was. Oh yeah, that's right. This was the big one. They finally all showed up, and this was based upon Crash 3 Warped.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Let's see. I'll just go with regular old blue.
There we go.
And yeah.
Ladies?
He absolutely looks like a freaking. This is a freaking. I don't know why I love the idea of Thomas just going, oh my god, and it's just the nerdy crash and the way too cool crash.
The nerdy crash and the cooler crash.
It's the freaking Nutty Professor all over again.
Yeah, I'll stay with Crash. I want to be the good boy. Last one.
Okay, that's fair.
And I want to be that man, at least.
Yeah, so here we go.
Or it could
I
be
like
Cortex, you know, for Pharaoh.
What about Cortex as a Pharaoh?
I mean, I could have probably used his skin for this.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the
fun.
Pharaoh Cortex.
That's true. I think that was what they added on for this Grand Prix, which makes sense considering, well, where we were at. But no matter.
Oh. Alrighty. So all in all, I think this is an incredible like entry into the kart racer. I'm happy to see a game like this be able to like truly stand a chance against like the Titan that is Nintendo with these kind of things.
Which you know what that does remind me, like seeing this again makes me really, and I mean, granted, like it's no secret that like within the process of this game's release up till now, there's definitely been some cases where a lot of people felt burnt out because of all the stuff they added on, and it also made me realize we really need a Mario Kart 9 like now.
It would be really nice to kind of mix up a bit more. I hate to always come across like, oh, I want.
I mean, I know we have Mario Kart Tour, but it's like at the same time. Well, first of all,
I thought the Mario Kart we wanted.
Well, I mean,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. I still appreciate it for what it is, despite all the microtransaction bullshit. But yeah, a proper Mario Kart sequel would be nice, complete with all those extras they added on.
It won't be called Mario Kart 9, that's for sure.
Oh, you know something? I just now noticed.
Oh, that was close.
Because we all know it's going to be Mario Kart 10.
Right. So then I just now realized that.
But then again, that's why I was against an 8 Deluxe in the Switch anyway.
I didn't mind 8 Deluxe. It allowed me.
I know, but that's the rule.
Oh, thank you for playing away.
And I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with what I played of it.
I just wish they added another course.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Maybe they added like 1 or 2 additional cups with like 4 or 8 tracks. Yeah. Just because, like, I mean, I appreciate all the characters that they added on, like Bowser Jr., King Boo, the Inklings.
Yeah, and I like including all the DLC right from the get-go.
Oh, absolutely. So and the fact that, like, beyond Gold Mario, everything was pretty much unlocked from the start.
Right, so I like that. So as in the fortunate position that I was in, where I had never played the first one, getting that chance to experience it for that price and that value, I thought was really fun. Oh, actually, real quick, something I'm kind of bummed that we never got to see for these little videos is I don't think we ever got to show off. Did we ever show off the bit where Crash Bandicoot got to hold the trophy he won at the Game Awards?
Oh, we never did. I mean, granted, that update happened after that particular Grand Prix that we recorded. Or excuse me, it was added to the Grand Prix after we recorded the footage. So
right,
but we did acknowledge it.
Right, it is cool. You can look it up. There was a really cool. Honestly, if it was me, I would have had it be for all time. The trophy was that because it's.
Well, I wouldn't say for all time, but maybe like something that pops up every now and again.
Yeah, like a random you got this splash screen because I mean, it's not like he lost the trophy.
Yeah, like I'm sure he still has it somewhere in his ramshack of the house.
Crash,
he has it somewhere in the Bandicoot lair.
Crash, where's the trophy? And he's like, eh? And it's just like a freaking umbrella stand, umbrella holder now.
Well, you know what? He's a simple man.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you say that. I'm like, I could just imagine, Crash would be like, Coco would be like, Crash, where's the trophy? And then he freaking upchucks it.
With the butterfly nabs it and runs. I don't know. I also love the idea of freaking if it was the umbrella rack thing or the umbrella rack and just Coco's befuddled like, Crash, you don't even know how to you don't even know how to operate an umbrella. Why do you need these? I don't know. Okay, guys, I gotta come clean. My commentary tank has been running on fumes this entire time.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, you're
you're
fine.
I feel like I'm flopping about like the fish.
Though that be, yeah. Well, I guess with that said, folks, even though we've pretty much done our little trip through memory lane with all these, why don't we do one more race with our favorite racer, and on that last track that we showed it first.
I guess.
Or
Okay.
you know what? All right, should we? I'm suddenly torn if we should just do that level again, or if we should just pick maybe a more appropriate track.
You should pick the first track ever.
Crash Cove.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Crash Cove, for good old time's sake.
Mhm.
One last thing I would have loved if they managed to find some way to finagle into this game is if there was a way to turn on like classic low poly PS1 visuals for everything.
Nah, it can only do so
Any-
much.
Actually, does anybody here have? No, okay, no, I don't. You should pick your favorite. You should pick your favorite character. I was thinking of like if anyone had the low res poly Crash model.
Oh,
Well, that's
that's
only
not-
That's only exclusive for the PS4.
Oh,
Yeah, that's one of
Yeah,
the few
that's
extras that they get.
Mm-hmm.
darn.
Because
Hey,
Sony-
yeah.
I mean, makes sense considering the fact that the
Loyalty to the
classics
console.
were only on Sony consoles.
Yeah,
Loyalty to the console.
it's gotta be.
Crash about would be careful of that.
He just falls over dead.
Yeah.
Then there's Crash.
Oh,
Yeah.
you think you would have learned the first time? Anyway, actually, one thing I will also say: let's just all ride on the classic cart, just to make
Alright.
the appropriate sense. And the penguin's like, "Are we gonna move along with this or what?"
I
Anyway,
just got interrupted by a phone call, so
Oh, that's
Well,
what
don't
it
worry.
is.
Well, don't worry about said phone call. Let's just start.
we're okay.
you don't heard my ringtone, right?
No.
I heard like the start of it, but again, it's easy. We could just cut around that, no problem.
It
Okay.
was a Battle Network tune.
Okay,
Ah.
you said 7 laps, right?
Yeah, 7 laps. This will be our longest crash race ever.
Considering
On
it's
one of the
shorter-
shorter courses.
I mean, hey, it's a win-win for all of us.
It'll be a win-win for the game as well, because it's like, oh, I got to see him lose twice in a row. I think I've had.
We're gonna see what happens here. Now that it's gonna. Also, it helps that we're not gonna have like everybody charging it all at once too.
Yeah.
So here we are, where it all began. It's looking a little desolate since last time, but that's okay.
It's so empty compared to these random, crazy, flashy courses we've gotten in recent times.
Remember the first time this stuff was actually announced, and how we thought, "Oh my God, this place is teeming with life."
I'd argue it still
kinda
is.
does.
It's just a lot more subtle with it.
Yeah.
So nice and so nice looking, and they're off as it should be expected.
You know, it actually has been a long time since I actually last picked the balance class.
Jeez. So classic, just it doesn't have any special features. It's just
No, classic basically just defaults to whatever the characters are supposed to be. Like in Crash Casey's balance, Coco's acceleration, and Penta Penguin, despite his size, is actually a speed type.
But they did not break his stats, right?
No, his stats aren't broken like they were in the UK version.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Plus, I forgot how broken he was in like international releases, but all we remember is just that classic Penguin Ye one.
yeah.
Which they did. They kept it. It looks nice.
It's so
Sounded-
cool.
It's that being said though, but all these characters, even with the moves and this seemed like such a nice like. They knew what fans enjoyed from the series, and they did a pretty darn good job of making sure as much exposure can be given to all facets of Crash.
Whoa, Jesus!
That was a close.
No shit.
Ah.
I nearly caught the brunt of that bomb.
Oh, whoa, what the? Yes, game, I get it.
No, you're fine. Oh, Roy's pulling ahead. But don't forget, we still have 7 freaking laps, so good.
It feels like the power level has been fluctuating throughout this entire freaking session.
Oh, Lordy. Here it comes.
Ouch!
Oh, we can drive again.
I guess I deserve that.
And I deserve it.
Oh, no, that's right. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would love to see from
Okay, that was a mistake.
Who here? I think we've talked about this many times, but I'm at this point assuming that someone's only seen this video without seeing our other Crash Bandicoot stuff. Would you be up for an insane version of Crash Bash?
No.
I wouldn't mind.
Hard
I wouldn't.
sell.
Yeah, it really would be a hard sell. At the same time, though, like, I mean, I wouldn't be against a new Crash Party game that isn't as bleh as Bash or Boom Bang. Just, make a good one for a change.
I will give the idea of these increased lap counts credit. It definitely can turn the level into much more of a minefield because people put in their red vials and TNT and everything. And the tracks get far more and more crowded than they're ever expected to be.
So Pet the Penguin's not broken, yay!
One. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was broken. I didn't know.
No, you're fine. You're just, to be fair, all I said is that he is technically a speed type, so he is technically faster. Although his turning is absolute crap.
Granted, but then I guess fortunately for him, this course has.
What the?
I guess that's then what is helping Royce in this.
Okay.
Is that for this? Dang, is that for this course? There's like only two
I get
big
it,
turns.
Devil, damn.
You're doing
I got
okay.
hit. Finally slowed down.
Oh.
You don't have to slow down for our sakes, man. Just
Wait,
play as you normally do.
No, the game's like, yes, don't slow down. Don't get Steven a chance.
No, it's fine. No, he was saying he got hit, so that actually slowed down his chances.
I got hit again.
At the end of that, I know, because again, this whole place is becoming more of a minefield.
Oh shit, I'm catching up, Royce, I'm catching up!
And there goes the missile.
Ah!
Ooh, good hit.
You hit me
Oh.
hard.
Oh.
We just hit each other?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you hit him, but then he was also so close to the edge, he fell right off the track.
If I had a blueberry warp vortex right now.
Do you guys think? Oh, jeez. Do you
Damn
guys
it.
now that we're approaching the last lap, despite all of this happening,
Yes, thank God he didn't win.
Oh,
I
gosh.
win.
It feels that way, and you know it.
And
That last one, I have won.
Hey, Royce won one.
But I will say that much at least. I'm glad Royce won at least.
But I was going to say, now that we've now reached the last lap, other comments notwithstanding, even though we've reached the end of the Grand Prix, is this still a fun game for you guys to come back to?
It's
Sure.
fun as long as you don't play online.
Yep. You just
Oh,
yep, because there.
Does that include like this, or does that include this, or like when you go on like matchmaking?
Going on, honestly, just going online in general, because even just when I just play online by myself, the CTR community has some of the most relentless, I will never let you pass players ever.
They play aggressive.
Yes.
I mean, I'd just say if you're gonna play this game online, just play with friends. Now, the whole matchmaking thing is just it's a half and half mess.
Okay, but yeah, I think I had a lot of fun like getting to like see all that this stuff has evolved.
So, where'd everybody go? They went home. Oh, the show was over like half an hour ago. You gotta go.
Oh,
The show stopped as soon as Stephen won his third lap. They're like, oh, wait.
Seriously, man.
but you're
Enough.
You can't. It's not all targeting.
Otherwise, I have to thank you.
Yeah,
No
no,
problem.
Thanks again for joining us, Rich.
all this.
Yeah.
Well,
I
actually,
had a
that's right. I
great-
should check that.
You know what? Yeah, I should probably buy me a Velo chopper. Does look pretty cool.
Look at it.
I
There
mean,
we
you
go.
saw me ride one. You
I
see
could
how
get
smooth
James
of
to
a ride it was?
strike.
Yay! We finally shown off our first purchase in one of these videos. We've never.
No,
shown
didn't we
off-
show off a few before?
We showed off like him buying something, like the process of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not paying attention. Okay, cool.
Well, on that note, folks, that's pretty much it for our last Grand Prix-centric video of CTR Nitro-Fueled. As we said before, we're not against doing any future CTR videos again if we ever feel like. But again, we're gonna treat this stuff pretty damn casual. Like, we'll only do it if we really feel.
Yeah, if like they had like some big like amazing. Oh my gosh! Finally, they put in the Evil Twins. How long did it take you guys to do that?
We get it, Logan.
Just once, one game. But other than that, yeah. Thank you all for sitting through the 40+ minute video this has been.
No, honestly, just going through the counter, it's already past.
Yeah.
It's a long one, but to be fair, last Grand Prix, it deserves that much of a.
So we appreciate the people that actually stayed that entire hour just listening to us. Like, you mean the world to us?
Yeah.
Thank you, and
Thank you
So,
all
yeah.
so much.
Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Just as soon as we clean up all the salt.
See ya.
yep.